I'm Elliott Bambrough.
Are you Mother Nature in disguise? Everyone was saying, like, I've got to go and see this tree.
I guess you could call me a tree lover.
And I first saw the trees!
I love their history, their science.
It's like seeing nature's Mona Lisa for the first time.
And the emotional connection people have with them.
Let's go.
And I just started crying.
To a tree that survived so much, it really hits you.
That's why I'm traveling the country in search of these remarkable tree stories.
Behind me is a cluster of river red gum eucalyptus trees that are indigenous to Australia. The crazy part is, though, I'm in Arcadia, Arizona. The even crazier part is, that's not even the story about these trees. Buckle in, the louder you scream, the faster we go. Deep breath for this one. Whew, crazy story about to happen. These beautiful trees are a signature gateway to the Arcadia neighborhood in Phoenix. In total, 27 trees, each nearly 100 feet tall, flank the main street. And when I first heard about them, I was told I had to talk to Dan Colton, who has been passionately championing the story of these trees. My very first question is, how the hell do eucalyptus trees from Australia end up in Phoenix?
The eucalyptus trees were brought in here by Australians for a windbreak. Usually it's around farms. In this case, this was a vineyard. And
this right here was a vineyard?
This was a vineyard.
Whose vineyard was it?
It was the Johnson wax family.
The trees were planted in the 1940s by Dr. Herbert Tim Lewis, the great-grandson of S.C. Johnson founder Samuel Curtis Johnson Sr. Some say they were planted because of their unique scent and their ability to ward off mosquitoes. But when asked why they were planted, Dr. Lewis ironically said, because his mother told him so. So I guess mother knows best. Eucalyptus is a massive evergreen tree that reaches heights of 130 to 180 feet. The trunk width is usually around 5 to 7 feet in diameter. The crown is open, widely spreading, irregular, and branches tend to fall not far above the ground. The white flowers bloom in groups of 5 to 10, mainly in the late spring and summer, followed by small white round seed capsules. Now, eucalyptus comes from the Greek word meaning well-capped, referring to the cap over the developing flowers of the genus. This species is considered to be the widest spread of all the eucalyptus.
The more you know. What is it about these trees in particular that you have an association with or you love about them?
Well, this is the largest group of red gum eucalyptus trees in Arizona.
And outside of Australia, I'm sure.
And probably outside of Australia.
Yeah.
You have to spend money to keep them alive. Otherwise, they're going to die from the inside out.
And that is the key to this story. You see, these trees sit on historically designated land, with 11 of the trees belonging to the local HOA, but the other 16 sit in limbo. No man's land.
So that's part of the issue with how do you protect a tree that has a historical designation associated with it.
And that's where the story becomes really interesting because there is a history which you are very passionate about of red tape and bureaucracy that separates these poor, magnificent trees from being properly protected and properly cared for.
It's easy for everybody to say, not my problem, not my problem, not my problem. So somebody has to bring them together.
Right, and the buck stops with these trees.
And it really does. And these should be an undisputed dream for our community in Arcadia and Phoenix.
Right. The sad fact of all of this is clear and apparent if you walk down this side street in Arcadia. Close to the Homeowners Association, you have these beautiful, upkept eucalyptus trees. Walk a little further and you see this. slightly sad, shaggy branches, fallen parts, and within a space of 10-20 feet, the trees are really suffering, and they're at the center of all this, and that's the heartbreaking part. What is the solution? What can be done?
The Arcadia district.
Which would be?
It would be an urban riparian environment where we would remove the sidewalks. There's about an acre of land here that we could maybe create a 501c3 and create an environment that is preserved and also maintained.
Here's the moral to the story. If you plant a tree in your community, take care of it from the get-go. Make sure it's being planted in the right location. Make sure the soil type is correct for that tree. Irrigate it properly. Nurture it. Love it. And the result will be a lasting legacy for generations to enjoy. Healthy trees increase in value with age. They increase property values, beautify communities, purify air, and save energy by providing shade from summer's heat and protection from winter's wind. Properly cared for, the trees we plant today could live for hundreds and hundreds of years. And of course, have their own stories to tell.
This poor tree, it has feuding parents going through a horrible breakup and no one wants to take responsibility. It's Kramer versus Kramer, but the eucalyptus is the one that loses.